Hey everyone, it's Cousin Becka, and today I'm going to be reading Alexander's Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Just look at the cover for a moment. How do you think he's feeling? Alexander wakes up with gum in his hair. His best friend is mean to him. He has to eat lima beans for dinner. And there's kissing on TV. For Alexander, it's a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Let's see what this book is about. If I can get the pages. Okay. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Look at Alexander now. That's Alexander. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. See, his brothers got prizes and he didn't. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There's Alexander. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell that it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. See? I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone and the ice cream part falls off on the cone part and lands in Australia. So Alexander was very upset. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? Can you guess whose mother left out dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist. And Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. Oh, goodness, look at that. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. While I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. Because that's not how we handle our problems. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told this to everybody and no one answered. Here's a picture of his 2 brothers. And here is Alex. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I had to choose blue ones with red stripes. And then the shoe man said, "We're all sold out." They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. Right? Just because his mother bought them doesn't mean he's gonna wear them. This is Nick's father and Alexander's father. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as I could be, except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. He was talking about Nick. He was talking about Alexander. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Here's Alexander's family. And what are they doing? They're eating dinner. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. And there was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. Look at Alexander's face. He is not happy. Here is Alexander in the bathtub. He still doesn't look very happy, does he? My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas, and I hate my railroad train pajamas. See that? He is not happy. There's Alexander, bedtime. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony and not me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says that there are some days that are just like that. There are his brothers, sleeping very peacefully. My mom said that some days are like that. Even where he wanted to move. People have bad days. Even in Australia. What do you think they're trying to tell us with this book? It's okay to have bad days. Everybody does. But there's always the next day. Okay? They don't stay that way forever. Sometimes people have good days, and sometimes people have bad days. But the important lesson is how you make your day better. All right? I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll be back reading you the first part of Alice in Wonderland's story, chapter 4. Bye, everyone.